phase, it's just too many stars in New York City. Now, if we were somewhere else in the B market or C market, that's open all day. The courtside is open. This is a hard ticket to get.
Hard to get a ticket.
Hard to get a ticket.
I heard that. What was the most expensive ticket for the game? What, 500,000? Something like that? 130,000?
I don't know. It was 54,000 a seat. The game I went, I was tempted
like
to sell it.
150 or something like that.
I would have never caught a ticket again. You know that 54,000 a seat.
That's crazy. I would never do that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What?
I ain't paying 54 a ticket.
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
Well, I've done it.
I can do a lot with 50 grand.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
New York Knicks, a Knicks floor seat experience is like a bucket list of life that, you can cross that off.
I kind of did it for free, so I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah. I mean,
That's why I would never pay for the ticket. I need it free.
Let me tell you something, man. I've paid that much, even more for boxing matches.
Nah,
like
I'll do that.
where, it's crazy because your man Edgar Berlanga, my little man Edgar Berlanga fight Canelo. I'm out there with my family in Vegas. His manager, they gave me some suspect. Suspect for me is I'm not going 10th row. I'm not going 5th row. I gotta be front row.
So you want all the
Because somebody you don't like, your enemy, gonna come sit right at, we call that the Joe Budden seats. Them second row.
I don't even got
You
a
ain't
hood.
got a hoodie?
I don't even got a hood.
Yo, listen, them second, third row, I can't do it. I gotta sit front row. I'll give you my experience.
What do you call them seats?
The Joe Budden seats. Them second row, perfect example. Him and 50 got some, and I'm sitting courtside, and 50 comes
He was
sit.
right behind y'all. Though.
Okay, but he's behind us.
Those were still considered floor seats.
Those
if you
are
know
they?
anything.
Listen,
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
It's AA and BB.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but the man had a little something going on with 50, and why God put 50 Cent front row, and he's in like third row. Like, that would bother me if I was Joe Buttons. It happened to me before. When we just squashed.
If he didn't bump in the fifth, would he had a nice experience?
You got a good seat, but the problem is you got to always expect the enemy might come front row.
Yo, what are you,
No,
what are you thinking?
This man is
trying to
funny,
tell you the
bro.
truth. The enemy will come front row. Look what happened to Joe Budden.
That's the only example you can give me.
I'm going to give you another one.
Okay.
I went to a Babyface concert.
Yo,
Hold up.
all right, let me hear it.
I gotta hear it.
Let me hear it.
I'm going to a Babyface concert. Once again, 50 Cent is the culprit. We just squashed the beef for 50 Cent. Everybody's cool. I'm in the second row. Natina got me the tickets. I'm second row. The man come and sit in the front row right in front of me. Yo, Crack, what's up? Yo, hi, Mrs. Crack. I was like, oh, never again.
Fifth?
Yes!
It's this fifth, then.
No, he's just like, it's him. I'm telling you, he might be like, yo, where Jada at? Third row? 3C? He'll come to 1C. I'm telling you. This guy is notorious for this. I learned my lesson that night. I was at the Babyface concert. I said, yo, Natina, don't ever. Yo, I don't care if it's Patti LaBelle, Stephanie Mills. I'm front row. I won't go.
I feel you.
You call that arrogant.
I feel it. That ain't
full of
arrogant.
himself.
I feel you.
This is that. I am not
feel
giving the person the opportunity
To be in
to
front.
sit in front of me. It's just, I don't know. It happened to me, is what I'm trying to tell you. What
feels
happened to
strong
Joe
on
Budden
that.
happened to me.
He's standing on that one.
that's
He don't
his
like
shit.
that. He ain't sitting in
That's
front.
it.
Yo, it's Big Ant the Spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and it ain't even no point in me trying to fake it and begin like I'm covering this for something other than the nonsense. And as we say right here, the capital C's, the controversy, chaos, confusion, and conflict in confrontation being a part of the conversation when it comes to these type of situations. And I had a link in the description where y'all can watch the clip in the beginning in full on the Joe and Jada podcast. I didn't even know that they had a podcast. This is my first time seeing it this morning. And I said, oh, no, this is some good entertainment. We're going to most definitely jump on this. As he jumped out there, they had Jazz Chisholm on there as a guest and talked about the Knicks game last month where 50 was in front of Joe. They had their back and forth already going on online. And, of course, 50 capitalized on the moment, went on the internet with it, posted it up and hit all the blogs. But he let it be known, really, if you listen to him, that 50 has traumatized him during their beef, after they squashed it, because that's really what he's saying. I can't let that nigga sit in front of me. That's a personal choice. That's a personal decision. But where it come as some type of situation is he used an adjective to use Joe name as less than, the Joe Budden seats. That ain't nothing but a diss. It ain't no other way but to take that like, hey, that nigga there is going to be the representation of the less than and the behind. We call those the Joe Budden seats. And this just happened a month ago when it comes to this conversation right here where it's like, hold on, bro. Joe Budden seats, and it's only one seat behind. I'll tell you like this, everybody got their certain things in life where they feel like, well, I can't be that guy, I can't be that guy. But this right here is not one of those for me. I could care less if a nigga had a seat right in front of me or this or that. What Fat Joe showed us is nigga 50 Cent has been in your head every time that you decide to buy seats to go to the game. Like, hey, that nigga had went up on me. He was sitting in front of me, nigga. They all flow seats, bro. Now, if you the nigga that feel like I got to sit in the front, I'm going to pay $54,000. What you do with your money is your choice, your right. That's your decision. You make your own paper. Can't nobody tell you how to spend it. But then when you put the logic out there, you don't think, hey, bro, nigga, hold on, nigga, what type of sense does this make? Nigga, you just don't want to sit behind the nigga. You feel like, hey, I'm into it with a nigga. My enemy can be having seats in front of me and things like that. Man, I can care less what a nigga got to say. Nigga, if I'm sitting right here on the floor, we in the same building, we in the same vicinity, and you know I dropped the bag for these seats regardless, nigga. And even if you didn't know I dropped the bag for these seats, nigga, I'm here to have a good time and enjoy the game. And he tried to make more sense of it as they got deeper into the discussion, and he described how he had once went to the Canelo Alvarez fight, and he was there for the other guy, but the seats that they had ended up getting was in Canelo family and fan section, so they was like, oh man, we in a bad spot. I can't sit over here by all his family to be cheering for the other guy and stuff. I get that part of it, making sure you on point, making sure you sitting in the right spot. But to say, hey man, nigga, them the Joe Budden seats right behind us, it's like, nah, that don't make no sense to me, my nigga. We still on the floor. Nigga sitting one seat in front of me, one seat behind me. And yo, we not expecting to really get into no squabble here, but just in case, I'd rather be sitting behind the nigga anyways if it's really pressure like that. You're not stunting on me because you one seat ahead of me. Nigga, you right next to me, meaning we in the same vicinity. How much more is them seats to those? And then, you know, nigga could have got those seats at the last minute, but Fat Joe jumped out there. It's all over the timeline on Twitter today. Everybody in the Joe Budden community talking about it. They probably shooting their podcast right now as we speak. I'm most definitely here for the response. This is all entertainment on this conversation. Like I said before, nigga, I'm here for this one right here to see what Joe Budden got to say. I want the laughs, I want the giggles, and I'm going to come back and see if they got something to say after back and forth. We going to cover it all. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all at 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.